Hello, everybody. That was one of a countdown. That is so fun. Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm Anya. I'm your kind of permanent host here from Restream team. And today we are doing Ask Me Anything with Restream devs. So we have a lot of tech team people joining us today, and they're here to answer your questions. But before, let's meet them. So I'm going to basically go around and let you guys introduce yourself. We'll start with my friend Alexa.
Hi there, my name is Alexa. I'm an engineering manager here at Restream for almost 7 years now. I'm excited to be a part of this stream today, so let's go ahead and jump to Alex.
Hello, my name is Alex, and I am responsible for the Restream product. So yeah, basically my job is to listen the feedback and plan what we are building next. And I want to pass my microphone to Sergio.
Thank you. My name is Sergio, and you can guess from my title, I'm a studio engineer. So I'm happy to be in Restream actually for 6 years. It went super fast. I was lucky to actually be the one who built first studio and keep doing it for those 6 years. So this is fun. I'm passing to Alex. Alex, you don't
I'm
hear.
Alex. Am I muted or not? Oh, okay, so I can speak, right? Nice. So I'm Alex, guys, and I've been with Restream for almost 11 years. And from my title, you can see that probably I've been trying to do many things. And currently, I kind of play this role of CEO. But honestly, as many of these guys, I wear all these hats and try to participate in all kind of serious decisions, and sometimes not very serious.
That's awesome. Thank you, Alex. So yeah, today you can ask the devs and ask the CEO. That's kind of 2 in 1. So let's hear from folks in the chat. Let us know. You can already start submitting your questions in as live comment from wherever you're watching. Let us know where in the world are you watching from. We can actually see which platform you're on. Today we're live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and a few other places. So super exciting. Let us know where you're watching from, and let us know what you would like to know about Restream. Let's see if we can acknowledge a few.
Sorry, guys. I just Anya, may I interrupt you?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, I just realized that I have the less serious microphone on the stream. So these guys came prepared.
Yeah, everyone
it's a serious
upgraded.
conversation, serious questions. Countdown also been very serious. So.
Very serious. Yeah, cheers to our designer and interim composer, Dmitry, for creating this awesome tune. All right, let's go ahead and say hello to people. I saw Matt from Prague. I think this is our Matt, but still, hello. Thanks for checking in today. Eddie Joe is joining us from the United Kingdom. Greetings. Hi, good to see you. Let's see who else we have in the chat saying hi. We have Gracie saying, go team, looking great. Thank you. I see you, Gracie. You are right there. That's amazing. All right. We see Michael saying, let's go team. So much support and love. I love that. This is super exciting. We also have a few moderators in the chat today from our support team. So kudos to you guys. You are awesome. And they will be also helping us out with the load of questions if it gets a little bit crazy. But the goal today is to answer as many questions as possible. So I see that Max is checking in here from Bulgaria. Good to see you. And Andrew is saying, looking great, team. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Oh, we have a few more. Dawn is saying hello from Oregon, United States. Awesome. Love that state. Beautiful nature, beautiful place. And we have Beatrice saying, you go, everybody. Beautiful. So before we get to the questions, which we have a few pre-submitted, some folks were kind enough to share their questions with us in advance. I just want to go through a quick reminder of what Restream is and what kind of products do we offer. So when you ask your questions, you will we can help you navigate what other things that we actually do at Restream. So number one, probably what we are most known for is multi-streaming. So Restream is the best way to stream your live video on all social channels at the same time, such as LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and many others. And we also allow you to collect chat one place, which is what we're using right now, the chat aggregator. So you never miss a comment and very easily and effortlessly with just one toggle to amplify, reach, and go to way where yours potentially could find you. The other product that we offer is Restream Studio. This is what we're using right now. So everything you see on the stream today, you can do too if you use Restream Studio. It's the best way to stream your video or record it with yourself only or with guests. You can add graphics, presentations, slides, video replays, and many, many other things. Super convenient, browser-based, very easy and intuitive. And we also offer pre-recorded streaming. So if you have a video that you already created and edited and want it to go live on all social platforms or appear as live, you can use upload and stream. This is perfect for presentations that just cannot fail. To avoid any kind of technical hell, if you're worried about internet connection or just gear in general, pre-recorded videos are always perfect. And it's also good for the times when you are not available. So hello holiday streams, you can set them up live and actually go and enjoy your turkey or unwrap your Christmas presents. And the newest product is Restream Clips. So now we can turn any long videos, streams, or recordings into short, vertical, viral clips that you can post on YouTube as shorts, on Meta platforms as Reels, as well as TikToks. This is all automated. We call them AI clips because AI is helping you to edit, but there's nothing AI in your clips. It's just your content, and just editing is automated, as well as multiposting. So you can spread them out, those little clips in viral moments, and find new audiences and basically post every day without doing any extra editing work. So those are the products that we'll be taking questions about. But of course, you can ask us anything about live streaming in general, how to promote your stream. I am here on marketing team, so I can definitely answer any questions and give you any tips about anything more general live streaming. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take some questions. All right. Number one is Indie In. Can you give us availability to make folders on the main screen of the dashboard to better organize the templates? This sounds like a studio question. So do I have a volunteer? I have two people in mind to take that. Who wants to go?
So Alex, maybe you want to take. Yeah, it's not only about Studio. I think it's also about the main screen. So it's about draft event organization.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I guess it's very, very interesting case. So I guess this is like a power user because they probably have a lot of events to organize. So yeah. So Alex, what do you think?
So for that specific use case, right now you can use workspaces. So where you can organize all your content separately from every other workspace. And currently it would be the best and the easiest way to achieve that part. But it's actually the first time I am hearing requests like that, where like people need to organize drafts inside of the folders. Because usually people wanted like multiple to manage multiple shows, and we introduced drafts where you can easily like have your separate shows. But now on top of the drafts, people asking like for folder for drafts, and it's another level of complexity. So for now, I would be recommending to using our workspaces.
Yeah, and I see Indy is mentioning that he have multiple shows to our channel. So yeah, probably they need to organize it somehow. But yeah, the workspace is great. I'm not sure it's available right now for all users, right? You need to migrate to organization to get access to it, but it's definitely an option.
Maybe we can ask how many exactly shows they have to run. Because if there are like just a few shows, it could be just 2-3 drafts on a screen, and you can repurpose them. So the question is, can we do they repurpose existing drafts, or they create every time for each show? Because from our UI, it also could be not obvious sometimes that you can stream in the same draft multiple times.
Yeah, that's true. That's something that we noticed, especially users who are with Restream for a long time and they didn't get used to the system with drafts. So like we just noticed that it needed some learning to understand that, yeah, you can actually reuse one draft many times, and that way you usually have some better organization. Because the idea behind drafts actually was like one show is a draft event. So you can like run everything inside of it and sometimes occasionally duplicate it. Okay, so Indy sharing more info with us.
Yeah, a little clarification.
So-
It's 6 shows weekly. So it sounds like drafts should be able to handle that. Like it's pretty easy to see 6 drafts in one screen. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
I
so
s-
for that case, probably workspaces could be an overkill, and it's much easier. Like if you have like different type of shows, you just create 6 drafts on the home screen, customize them, and next time you run the show, you just enter, everything is ready. You just click go live button or connect your encoder and start streaming.
Yeah, but
Awesome.
I guess definitely curious case, and maybe if Indy want to share it more with us, we have Kenny, so you can give us more info there, so we will better understand that case. Because I can imagine that maybe it's not only 6 shows; it can be also like different versions of a single show. In that case, probably you would need more.
I think
6 is
the critical intel is coming in. I think the mission is to allow people to basically collaborate on the show with 6 different users. And in that case, workspaces and team seats are definitely an answer, in my opinion. What do you think, Sergio?
yes.
Awesome.
Okay,
Awesome.
so may I add a few things? So
Absolutely.
maybe, actually, maybe again, we are going to discuss it with the team, and don't hesitate to reach us through DMs and through support chat on our website. Maybe we could come up with some folders. We also think about kind of building some templates library, and it might be somehow connected to this as well. So in the way how we are going to arrange content on our home screen. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for your
Yeah,
question.
thank you, Indy. This is really, really good stuff, and clarifications coming in so quickly and promptly. Love it. All right, let's take some more questions. I'm seeing that the chat is getting so lovely. I love it. Right, let's keep going. What is our next question? Let me go to the. All right. DJ Quick Music from X. So these are some questions that have been submitted in advance. We promise to 100% answer them. So let's go ahead and cover this one. Do you have any time frame when you will get the integration to the program now playing? So as far as I know, I actually looked it up a little bit. It's a program that allows you. It's like for DJs and musicians that allows you to show like exactly the track that you're playing on stream. It works with OBS, and the question is, will this work with Restream? Anyone has any ideas?
So I can take this one. So it looks as browser source request. So when you can embed part of the widget on top of your screen and share with viewers like donations, like, I don't know, the weather in Oregon or something like that, and active tracks or like followers. It's something we plan to bring into studio, and I don't have a specific ETA on that, but that's definitely coming to studio soon. Currently, it's not. It's only available to overlay your chat on top of the stream, but we are looking into way to introduce ability to embed any third-party sources into studio to allow people to bring more fun to their content.
Lovely. Good stuff. Let's see what else do we have. Okay. Okay. Will there be a Spotify integration for Restream? That's kind of like a nice combination of product and BD, because as far as I know, Spotify does not really have a live video per se, but maybe for repurposing and recordings. Is that something, Alex, would you like to comment on?
Basically, it could be like not only repurposing to the like Spotify podcasts, for example. It also can, as I know on Spotify, there is some music which you can use on the live stream potentially. So currently, as input, you can like upload your own music or play from AI generated, which will be generated on the fly. But Spotify integration currently is not on our radar. But if you can provide more details about your use case, we definitely would be looking into it. And yeah, we'll see what's possible to do here.
Awesome. Let me take a few questions from our live audience right now. So I see Renee from YouTube is asking, feature request, an easy switch in Studio that allows us to switch between Studio and another RTMP stream. Studio people can talk while the RTMP content is being shown to the world. I do envision a few cool use cases for this one. What do you guys think? Who wants to share a little bit more on this?
Yeah, I can briefly talk about it. That we actually already have part of functionality for that. It's called RTMP source. So it's possible to just feed RTMP directly into the studio, and in that case, you can. That's it. Like with that, you can switch on the fly between studio and between your RTMP stream. The only thing that we still do not support, and I know it's sometimes requested, that people want to have multiple RTMP streams. It's like a pro case. That one we don't have yet, but I guess it should help specifically with this case, right? Unless I'm missing something.
I think it also involves something similar to a green room where people can stay behind the scenes and talk. The second part of the question is about being able to communicate during streaming the RTMP to the live feed, but still being able to talk. So that sounds like a green room.
Yeah, but I think it also sounds exactly like RTMP source, that people in studio able to see it and also comment on it. So because if you feed it on in studio, the beauty of it is that it's like another participant. You can do with it whatever you want. You can put it in any slot, and it's very flexible actually. But I'm just hoping that I properly understood the question.
Actually, it's very fun. So we try to decompose, and everyone has own kind of argument and own view how to interpret this question. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's spot on. This is kind of like twofolded. One is their TMP source, which, yes, we do have one. Some people need more than one. And like, yeah, talking like we experience this pain all the time. Like I would love to be able to talk to our producer about what exact chats I want on this stream right now, but we can only use the private chat. So like that's all like very valid stuff.
I just want to add here, so one more question, not even question, but the use case could be that on one scene we support right now one RTMP source per scene, right? So technically, we can have multiple RTMP sources, but they will be connected to different scenes. Am I correct, Sergio?
Yeah, that's possible too. Yeah, and now I probably realized, what Rune is talking here about. Probably it's similar case what's happening on the countdown, because this is the thing we are struggling with too. That like while countdown is playing, the only thing we can use is private chat. We cannot communicate, and I know there were some ideas of how we might fix that so that like you can communicate in the background while the countdown is playing.
Awesome. Good stuff. We have a lot more questions, so let's keep rolling. We have a question from Marcia here. Why do I get a lot of static on the platform? Should I use my Mac, iPad, or iPhone for better connection?
I guess I can take this one. Yeah, it sounds rather technical. I'm an engineer. First of all, I will explain that usually when I see things like that, and I need to investigate them, and because of that, I'm like a detective. I'm usually trying to figure out where exactly the problem is happening and what we can do about it, or maybe sometimes we cannot do anything about it. Maybe user should do something about it. So the main thing here, what I see is mentioning of static. So that makes me think that the problem is probably related to audio, how it behaves. Again, in that case, it's a problem probably with the input. It's not directly related to the connection itself, because if the static is present, probably the microphone or something is picking something that it should not. So again, this is a great case to ask our support. First of all, they can help with a lot of cases like that. And if it's something very difficult, it will reach me. I will check it and I will try to give a recommendation on what can be done in this specific case. So yeah, please do not hesitate to contact support. We have a great support, and it's like 20 hours per day. It's like whole day, any moment, which is amazing, to be honest.
And Sergio, in the last part, basically in terms of devices, so Mac, iPad, or iPhone. So probably, what should we tell here in terms of? It doesn't matter, right? So
yeah. I think in terms of devices, actually, again, on modern Mac, on iPad, on iPhone, they all have pretty decent microphones. So of course you will not get professional studio quality, but it will be fairly good. So, and usually it doesn't have a problem with static unless you have like or technical issue with a specific device, or you have some background noise. I don't know, maybe something is hissing, or sometimes what is people are missing. Was something that we discovered during our preparation for the live stream. We have a very curious light. And if you bring it close to the microphone, it's generating the noise. So the issue was actually with the light, but I would never think about it. So again, it's worth to check like what you have next to your source. Maybe it's something like in past, people even had some problems when you put something on the cable. So for instance, you take your phone, you put it on the cable of the microphone, it's picking the noise of your microphone because it's working as an antenna. So worth to check it. Again, a lot of guesses because we don't have enough information here, but I hope something will be helpful.
This is so lovely. I did not know about the cables now, and I obviously panically looked around my own studio and removed my brush from the cable just in case. Just in case.
I have a cable, but it's not connected.
Maybe
How
that's
about
the
this
problem.
case? I can connect it to microphone.
Good one. Don is asking, would love to have the ability to load new scenes with video during a live broadcast without having to leave the active scene. So basically, coming next type situation. It's mostly a studio question, so I will leave Sergio on, but if someone else wants to add on, just jump in.
Sergio, would you like, or I can?
Yeah, no, Alex. Let's switch to Alex because I'm speaking too much.
Nice question. Thank you so much for bringing this problem. We are also facing the same issue as you. So, and sometimes it's very hard for us. Like for example, if you need to switch to the next slide of the presentation without switching to the scene, without activating the scene. So, and for that, we currently don't have any workaround or solutions which you can use right away. So there is no way to do that because every click will switch you to that scene. But we do have in our roadmap edit, which we call edit mode, which will allow people to do the edit without switching to the scene which you want to edit. So basically multiple people could collaborate on that. It's definitely definitely a good use case, and it's something we plan to work on. I can't promise this for this year, but it's something in top of our list in terms of like feature requests and where we see a big potential and unlocking more use cases actually for Studio.
And I want to add that it's like adding things like this is a process of reworking for us. It's like how we are trying to get insights of like, okay, we added scenes at some point of the studio, and now we're trying to understand how to scale it, and then we get to cases like those. And you, by the way, can already find some pieces which are allowing you to add something on the scene which is not active. This is the first thing, but it's already there. You can change assigned participants from your source panel. So this is new, and it's actually allowing you to change the scene which you are not on right now. But for now it's only for cameras. But I guess eventually we will do it for other sources too.
Sergio, can you repeat it, because I didn't get it? So
yes, of course.
What we can do with the placeholders?
So right now, not exactly with the placeholders, but with participants. So like for usually you could add in Studio the participant only on your active scene, but recently we added an assignment which allows you to switch between like putting participant on all scenes at once, or putting this participant on a specific scene. And it just happens that this switch allows you to change the scene which is not active right now. So we are like slowly getting there to improve that functionality.
And we have a few tutorials about that. So it's assigning or pinning guests to specific scenes.
I actually made a screenshot and I will show it to you right now.
All right.
It's from our stream. Can you see it, or it's still loading?
It takes a second to process. Yeah. Now it's there.
Nice.
So it's what basically Sergio mentioned. It's kind of workaround that at least you can already manipulate with the video sources without visiting the scene and prepare them in advance. So it's kind of cool.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right.
I think we can do exactly the same with the video source. Just add an option when you add the video source to select the scene to which to add it. Maybe.
Yeah, it might be.
We can do it with everything, actually.
Yeah, that's what I started from. It's a process for us to understand how we can do it and to keep it simple. This is very important part, to keep it simple and accessible.
Yeah, and I see Rooney is offering another really good feature request, kind of in the same realm of like how you switch scenes and how you transition between different elements and parts of your stream. Instead of going to the next scene, which is something that we allow right now for video scenes as well as countdowns, go to anything that you want, right? Like, so for example, if you want to skip a few scenes and go straight to questions or something like that, you can actually play video and jump right into the next one. That's a good one. What do you guys think?
Yeah, but like in that case, you can also just switch scenes in the list. You can drag them, right, and just change the sequence. So I'm not actually fully get it why we should do it if we can just there is already an option for you to drag scenes and change the sequence.
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess it depends on like how many scenes do you want to build and how many scenes you're comfortable with. So if you have, let's say, multiple videos, like commercials or something that you want to play, you can basically create one scene with that commercial and then drag and drop the next scene, and then it will switch to it. So you basically have to do a little bit more switching of scenes and like dragging and dropping while you're live. Or if you want to make it more seamless, just like Alex was saying, you can actually create more scenes. So basically duplicate the scene that you want to switch to, and all of those videos will be just switching to the next and to the next and to the next, because you have pretty much unlimited number of.
I think this is a great solution. And this is one of the reasons why we increased the limit to 40 scenes, so you can have flexibility like that. And we understood that, sometimes you need to duplicate the same video just to make that effect. But I think it's much simpler actually to deal with, because going to a specific scene is like I'm just immediately having like flashbacks from engineering, and when you have in this code the things when it's like jumping to some part, it's always not easy to get actually.
Yeah, dragging and dropping.
Imagine the use case with the like switch to the scene number. So for example, you have video on scene number 2 and you like choose to switch to scene number 1, and basically you can have some kind of looped content when you like video played, switch to the scene 1. For example, on the scene 1 you have another video countdown and it will be just looped inside of the studio. So it's interesting use case, but like we don't have other people requesting that. So yeah, and you can play with the reordering or other like options which currently available.
Actually, you see, there is an extra explanation
Clarification.
Yeah.
which actually explains the use case here, right? So every time something the scene like the video played, return to the first scene. So
Yeah, I think we just consider scenes to be more like a presentation that's supposed to go step by step. That's how we envision and usually work with them. But also there is a different approach. Like, for example, in OBS, you just have prepared set of scenes. Like, this is me showing my desktop. This is me showing myself. It's not the sequence. It just specific camera angles or something like that. So then people want to jump from whatever was this is my commercial to here's me again. And it's not sequential. That's why it's not always working for them in the view of a presentation, let's say.
So if they want to change something on the fly, yeah, right. So kind of do some improvisations, right? So in that case, it makes sense. It makes sense.
All right.
Sorry, it's just amazing how we are adding things and we like envision them some way, but there are always users who are like pushing the boundary and imagining more and more things. It's like we saw already it so often, and it's so cool when you add something you just didn't you thought that you thought about everything, but then someone finds a way to do something very different with it, and it's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely very lovely. So we actually encourage you when you ask a question to share a little bit more about your use case, because it really helps us envision and answer those questions better. So that's, I think, a good lesson for all of us. Like, yeah, if you're asking something, give us a little bit more context, and that helps us to understand it better and hopefully make it happen for you. So Phil is asking from YouTube, is there a way to only allow subscribers from X to take part in the chat? It's an interesting question, and it's related to our integration with X. So I don't even know who would be the best person to answer this.
Elon?
I can take this one. Yeah, so I can actually talk about this one. I think it's not specifically related to X. It's more about disabling, let's say, chat for everything except one of the platforms or one of the channels. So that was some of the functionality that we were discussing for the chat, but never got to implementing it because it's not a frequent use case, I would say. It's not frequently we receive requests to implement something like that. But basically giving people the switch for each enabled channel to also enable or disable chat for it. That's definitely possible. And if that's something that you're interested in, I would suggest submitting that to ideas Restream.io. So we can see just the traction around this idea, and we may consider introducing it. Why we are maybe hesitant to do that straight ahead, because it will add some complexity into how chat is configured, even more layers of configuration that can be confusing for most of the users. So just post two ideas, and if many users are interested in that, we will definitely take a look.
Sweet. Yes, and we will show you this link in just a second. If someone can help me fetch it, it would be awesome. As we are taking the next question.
May I add a few cents here?
Sure.
So I think that X does a good job here by by having this kind of allowing to lock chat only for subscribers. So it's basically incentivize all the followers to subscribe to the channel. And at the same time, it simplifies the moderation, because like, okay, if someone already subscribes and like decided to pay, it means that there should be less moderation of this content. So it means that more people are like more viewers actually serious and would ask like some good stuff. So you don't need to block them and delete them all the time. It's kind of pre-moderation with a paywall. And in that case, it makes sense actually to make it happen. We just need to, again, discuss it with the next team and ask them for the API method.
Yeah, you're totally correct here. I missed this part that was specifically X subscribers, which are not just in general X chat. Yeah. So I think there are option to stream only for subscribers, but I'm not sure if there is one for limiting chat to only subscribers. But yeah, that's something that we can discuss with X team and maybe add to our destination settings.
Awesome. And here are these ideas.restream.io. This is a great place to submit your feature requests, upvote things that other people already submitted. Our product team looks there daily. I look there daily, so we can kind of stay on the pulse of what the community is asking for. So definitely use it as much as you can. All right. I have a question from Kevin. It's kind of like a big question. So I'll read it to you guys. And this is about multi-streaming into different formats, right? In vertical and horizontal. So Kevin is asking, do I need 2 Restream accounts to multi-stream to different types of streams? For example, 1 traditional and 1 vertical. Do I need another Restream account to multi-stream the vertical stream? We do have, so this is a dual output question, right? We do have some development on that. Do we want to share what we have in mind?
The main question, is that happening simultaneously or not? Because if just separately two streams, that's easy. You can put that in a single account, just have separate drafts, one for vertical, one for horizontal. But yeah, by the wording, I'm not sure if that's about doing that simultaneously. If simultaneously,
I think it's simultaneously. Yeah, because that's the whole idea. It's probably the same video that they want to stream in vertical and in horizontal, depending on the platform, right? Vertical for TikTok, maybe. And Kevin, feel free to chime in and correct me if I'm wrong. And then horizontal for other platforms.
So
in that case, definitely no need for more accounts, need for the support for dual output, which was mentioned that already in the works.
Just to add a few words. So it's already in progress for all OBS users, and Alex knows better. Alex B, product, he knows better when it's going to be launched for everyone. But it should be quite soon, I don't know, like a week or 2. And for the studio users, for the studio product, it's also kind of, we have plans to do it, and hopefully it will be really implemented soon as well, a little bit further on the timeline.
But it's coming soon, right? Like, Alex, you want to chime in?
Yeah, I just quickly, so we are almost ready to give access for the first users. If you want to be in the list of the first users, reach out to our support, tell them that you are Kevin and you are looking to test dual output. So they will help you, and once it's like in production, they will let you know how to use it and how to test it. If you're talking about studio, we also have plans to do that. Unfortunately, this year it's definitely not coming, but it's something will be available next year.
Awesome. Yes, and for testing, like, you can actually really reach out to us today, and we can set you up with something to play on the dual output side. That's awesome. Don is asking, is it possible to get volume control for videos playing from the video clips section on the right-hand side? That's a very studio question, so I'm just going to let Sergio jump right in.
I will take this one. Oh, those video clips, this is interesting. This is because this is kind of old feature, which we consider to be legacy, and that's why I actually don't have any development. We just added it in some point, and we had plans for a long time to replace it with some other ways, like video storage and so on, which is more flexible, which allows to do very similar stuff and allows you to control on top of that volume. It allows to loop video, and actually, as of today, you can achieve almost exactly what our video clips are doing for you, but with all those benefits. You can just add a new scene and you can add the video there and put it in autoplay mode. So it will mute everyone whenever you select this, and it will also auto switch to the next scene once it's done. So it's like video clips, but with all benefits of having the like full video with full controls. You can like, even if you are like it's playing halfway and you are not sure and you want to rewind for some reason, you can do it. But if you are adding it to the scene, video clips are supposed to be a very simple feature. It's like a stinger, like a transition. So you just like click it and it plays and you forget about it. So actually like it was not meant to be used for a long playing video. So maybe that's why you're having a bit of troubles with that. But so thank you for feedback. Yeah, I also passed microphone to Alex because I guess he wants to say something too.
Yeah, of course, because video clips was... I remember that time when we built it, like when we didn't have scenes functionality, anything, and it was just ability to play commercial breaks during the live stream. The idea was simple. Currently, this feature is already not available for everyone. It's just for specific users. And while we introduced this use case with the auto switching, which we provide more flexibility and controls on top of the video. So I could say that video clips could be deprecated in the future. So if you can try to new functionality with the auto switching and provide us feedback what is still missed, we will improve the new functionality, but unfortunately there will be no other development for video clips functionality.
Got it. Thank you so much. A little extra love for our LinkedIn viewers. We've been kind of skipping some of their questions and comments. Question about our setup. I love these questions because it's always super fun to talk about the gear. They have really nice web cameras or using a camera. The resolution looks like 1080. When our streams publish, it looks like 780, probably 720, which is kind of like more typical, more traditional one. So I can let you guys take the question about like how to make sure that people set the resolutions correctly. Just a quick reminder that 1080 or Full HD is available in professional plans and higher, and you need to set it up in studio when you start your stream. In terms of gear, I do have a DSLR Canon camera right here, but a lot of folks here are using their iPhones as cameras. So I will let you, can you wave? Who's using an iPhone as a camera? Okay,
I cannot wave because I'm not using iPhone, but still it's a phone actually. So
okay, so that's good. That's
so we are not using here anything super professional, and those microphones are actually kind of affordable too. It's nothing super expensive. But I'd also want to add that again, this might be the case where you want to contact the support so we can check your session and see what exactly is going on, because there is a lot of layers. And for instance, I see that the question was posted from the LinkedIn, and some platforms like LinkedIn are like to transcode the video, and they like to transcode it to the point that it will look very bad. So sometimes it might happen. It also might happen that like you are streaming to the for instance to X, and it's like not transcoding your video to the bad point, but you happen to like play in the version which looks worse because they have a few transcoded variants which are like looking better, worse, depending on your connectivity. And again, this might greatly affect what you're looking on, but your actual stream might be good. And also there might be a problem with your input itself. Maybe what is reaching, let's assume that it's studio, probably. I'm not sure. It might be RTMP, but let's assume the studio. So maybe what is reaching is already not of a good quality. Of course, in that case, we cannot do much with it. But again, please contact the support. We will check what's going on, and we will be able to tell you specifically why the resolution is not as good as it's supposed to be.
Nice. And I'm just going to very quickly take one more question from Aisoza, and it's, do you guys work with UGC content creators? We do. I would love to talk to you. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. You can see me as a host from this event since you're watching on LinkedIn. Please send me a DM and we'll see what we can do, because yes, we love doing testimonials and some other activations with users. So absolutely yes. All right. We have a few questions here about transitions. This one is from Tariq. He's asking, it's a feature request, Stinger video transitions when switching between scenes. Let's see who would like to talk about the transitions.
Sergio, would you like to take this one?
Yes, I can. So, when switching, yes. So this is a curious one. I guess like at the moment we're not working on anything like that, but we had it in our mind for quite some time. And it's probably Alex can say more specifically whether we will prioritize it at some point or not. But what I can say, it would be nice to have, of course, to like have some more specific transition between the scenes. Right now, like if you want it to be like that, you need either use legacy video clips. It's unfortunately a bit manual. You enable video clip, you switch the scene in the background, and the other way is to add the scene which will hold the video and will have after switch. So it will serve a very similar purpose, like a transition. But I just understand that it might be not as convenient as if we will provide a proper way to configure it when you switch any scene. Alexia, do you want to add anything?
Currently, unfortunately, I can't add anything because we don't have any specific time frame for this feature, but I would love to learn more about this feature request, and please post them on ideas Restream.io and with your specific use case, how you want to use it, and other users also will come and provide their use cases. So for us, it will be much easier to come up with something to cover all user needs.
And here is this ideas.restream.io. Please use it because that's the best way for us to see how many people are voting things, so we can prioritize accordingly. Go ahead, Alex.
I just think that the challenges here have to look at it and what kind of customization to allow when we decide to build it. So one thing is just to pre-build a few transitions. Another way is to allow users actually to change those transitions. And this part, we just need to learn from other like kind of video editors and like understand what possible options, possible techniques are on the market. And then based on that, make some decision. Yeah, if we would like to build something fun and cool, but at the same time, we don't want to make it too complex. So, it's kind of a challenge here. Because if we start adding these transitions, then we will start getting more requests to customize these transitions instead of like how fast you want to transit, like, and so on. Like, it's kind of opening a completely new area of development, more like a video editing, video effects. And if there is a way to plug in something from outside, it could be a solution.
Awesome. We have a lot of questions, so let's try to speed up a little bit so we can give a little bit of our love and attention for all these awesome people who showed up today and spent time with us and asked their questions. I think we have a question about live shopping. This is one of the features that I remember we worked on very hard a few years ago. So Tom is asking, would love more customization options over the live shopping feature? I think this could be very big. Anyone wants to talk about live shopping? We do have live shopping features already in Studio, right? We integrate with a few stores such as Shopify, Amazon, and a few others. So you can already add your products and goods and sell them as QR codes. I will demonstrate how the QR codes look in just a second. Anyone else wants to talk about live shopping a little bit?
Yeah, I could take this one. I hope you are enjoying using live shopping functionality. I agree with you that not a lot of customization you can do. So it just we didn't focus much on this functionality at that time, and currently live shopping is not in top list of our priority. So unfortunately, like, to be honest with you, we can't bring more customization for live shopping feature. But Another question is like, how do you use live shopping? Are you like talking specifically about chat messages which you are posting during your live stream while you're showing QR code, or you just want to more QR code options? Like currently we have only 2, and maybe it doesn't suit the needs. So
yeah, it would be nice to understand what kind of request do you have, because maybe it's not even related to QR codes. Maybe you're looking for something maybe different. Maybe add some platforms that streaming platforms that more shopping oriented, or more integrations with different stores, or again. So
yeah, I think it's cycling back to this ideas.restream.io. Post your ideas there, please. And yeah, it usually gives us better context. But by the way, this is like a classic version, and it was recently a bit refreshed, so you can see it's a bit more modern design. Yeah, but I agree that like probably commerce, that's how we actually call it, could use some love. Yeah, but again, we need to know more about what exactly do you mean here. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to demonstrate how these QR codes look, and they are pretty customizable already. If you have a link, you have an image, you can actually direct your viewers to scan the QR code and make a purchase, subscribe to your newsletter, or go to your website. So some of those are already, or like ask for donations, another very common use case among studio users. But yeah, we definitely would like to hear more about what exactly you're trying to achieve. And yeah, Ideas is a good place for that, for sure. All right, let's take a few more questions. There's a question about custom layouts, which I know we already have to an extent, but I don't know if anyone wants to talk a little bit about custom layouts and what's coming up next, because we have some customizations, but we're looking to add more. Would it be Alex or Sergio? Oh, here we go.
yeah. It's happening. The custom layout is kind of broad term. So again, it's curious to hear what exactly is meant here, because we allow, as you can see already, a lot of customization. You have a variety of layouts to choose from. We provide a lot of options to change each of those layouts. You can change, like you see, it can be circles. You can change positions. You can change radius, and yeah, you can actually do crazy stuff with it. So it might already answer your question, and maybe you can already use for whatever you want to do with it. But I guess there is also might be a question about true custom layout when it's not tied to any our base layouts. So again, this is something, yeah, you see, it's still all part of our after layouts that we are providing. But I myself, who are developing this, I'm surprised how many variants we can have with it. And it's actually getting even more crazy with like some stuff we are working on right now. I'm not sure can I mention it or not, because with that you can change the layout even more, probably without realizing it. But anyway, so like with the custom layouts, definitely we want to have it. It's like very much more pro feature. Again, so it's keep happening. You see, you can even reposition sources. And by the way, a very cool part of it is that everything of that can happen live, so you can always adjust on the fly. So bye bye. Okay.
This is good.
Anyway, So what I was saying about the custom layouts, we are talking about it. We definitely want to have it, but it's more professional thing, and we're still probably not sure whether there is enough demand for it. Again, if you have some ideas of what you can see, post it on ideas.restream.io, because it might be that what you want is already possible with some of those layout customizations. It's good that it's not possible to move source further, because I guess I will be out of bounds. And maybe Alex wants to add anything about layouts.
And I
why when I finished, like it's all gone to normal. So
I did change the scene because we changed our original layout to unrecognizable space, and I was already not able to undo
Yeah, but
it all.
there is a reset button
Oh,
just for those specific cases. Yeah.
then we can come back to this one
Okay.
because this is our final
Good.
Q&A. Yeah, let's reset so we can all see each other again. That's not where we were.
Yeah,
So
still not that.
the reset button, yeah, could use a little bit. Oh, okay. That is also not exactly where we want to be, but this works. And let's go ahead and take a few more. I want to take one more question from Tariq about feature requests about assigning music per scene. It's a great feature request. So basically to automatically add tunes to specific scenes. I'm sure this is amazing for musical creators, and that would even work for us. So we could choose which scenes we want the spooky Halloween tune to pop up and when, so we don't have to ask our co-producer to be watching us and be ready to hit play. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's nice feature request, and music definitely needs some love and improvements. Last item which we released, I believe it was custom music. We allowed people to upload custom music, but this is definitely a nice request, and it's something I believe we will build. But just the question of where is it on our timeline? Yeah, I believe I saw this similar request on Ideas Restream.io, so you just can go and upvote it. So we will see that more people interested in this feature, and we will have like more motivation or prioritization to build it.
I also saw one more request in Ideas about folders for audio. So basically connect audio to brand folders. And it's also kind of resonates with us. I think that it's doable. That you can kind of organize your content.
Yeah, but by the way, custom music is already tied to the brand folders. So, I guess some people will struggle even if you are within a brand folder, because it's like the thing with the captions. Some power users are having hundreds of captions and they keep it in a single brand, so it still might be a bit challenging to organize. So yeah, but I agree.
But it depends how much you organize yourself, because usually I never use brand folders. I just keep it in one draft, everything what is possible. But I do know some people in our team who have everything very structured, and they have like separate overlays and separate folders, captions, and everything. So
yeah, we can always over-engineer, so we can put this each layout and each graphic in a separate workspace. If you want to structure too much, there is
I think
no
Rust is a
limit.
good solution actually for that, because yeah, I don't know, Alex, who you mean. I'm definitely not that organized personally to like arrange everything per folder, but I think Draft is a good place where you can kind of like keep things going. Speaking of music, we have another musical creator here, Marco. He is asking about, I guess, super chats, right? The membership comments on YouTube. To me, it's very important to see YouTube members who subscribe to membership on my channel. Now I have to check YouTube chat separately to basically acknowledge and thank them. I know that YouTube super chats have been kind of, not necessarily super chats, but like membership chats and just all these levels of YouTube comments has always been kind of on our radar. I don't know if that's going to be an Alexa or an Alex B question.
So probably this is question for me, because Alexa did some research part for example, for the super chats, and we support it, but like we don't support it well from the design perspective. So this message will be looking exactly the same as like other messages, but we'll just show you amount. Coming to your answering to your question, yes, we have plans to rebuild this functionality with visibility of these messages, and your request could be also tied to this improvement. And in this case, we just launch it as a one bunch of improvements, including your one. But I can't provide you a time frame right now.
No worries. That's good. That's good stuff. I want to highlight one question real quick here. Out of switch based on who is talking. I feel your pain because this switching that's happening right now is happening very manually, and I'm the one who is switching people. So I would love that feature. So I would like to join and upload this question. What are our thoughts on basically
Yeah.
making it easier?
There is definitely a solution. You can get an assistant who is like in
A
background.
dedicated co-producer,
Yes,
or an
yes,
Anya, who is just gonna do it.
yes.
That's actually a good place to talk about Restream organizations and how you can bring a co-host to your streams to make it easier for you to manage everything. And I think in a minute or so we will bring Charles on the screen, who actually helps us tremendously to actually manage all around the stream and what is happening on the background. So Mia, not being a professional streamer, I would say it's crazy stressful to run the stream for, especially for multiple people, for multiple different scenes. So co-producer helps a lot. So that's a good way to push your stream to the next level. Exactly.
I love it. There's another question on auto switching. Ooh, that escalated quickly. Like kind of
That's a lot of text.
That's a lot of text, yes. So basically, Ken from Facebook is asking, can we get auto switch that doesn't automatically mute everybody's mic? I love auto switch, but if you have one that you intend to be video that is also voiced over, when you launch it, it cuts everyone's mics. Anything that saves a one-man band producer host a click would be helpful. So yeah, any thoughts on that one?
I can take this one. While working on the auto switch, we tested the behavior when tested internally. So the behavior when every video could be after switched. So you basically have a bunch of people, you bring the video on the screen, you enable auto switch, and once video is over, it will automatically switch to the next scene. So sometimes it's very surprisingly that someone is talking and video just switched and everyone is on the next scene, and you want to rewind the video to continue commenting that moment, but for that you need to go back, scroll the video, and after that put on pause or disable auto switch on the fly. So, but that's why this feature didn't go to production. But I am curious to know more about your use case, how you're gonna use this. And maybe we also will add this as a separate setting or improvement for the future, because as I mentioned, when we were testing that, we didn't really find a use case while you need auto switch while video is playing.
Yes, and this again reminds us about ideas. Restream.io, go there. Please post your feedback. Because it's true. It might be it's again. This is a thing that if you are adding more settings, more different toggles, it's a lot of configuration, and sometimes it can be very frustrating because you don't know what exactly it's doing, because it might be not specifically for you. So that's why we are trying to find the way where it's it's simple to configure, or ideally when it's just doing the work for you and you don't need to configure anything at all. This is the ideal scenario. But yeah, and this is why it's very important for us to understand your real scenario, so that we are not chasing things which do not exist. So please post on ideas Restream.io. Thank you.
Absolutely. We are approaching the time when we will be wrapping up. So I would like to take a few more questions. Some of them are also kind of taking people to ideas, but some are potentially something that you could report directly to our support. So Rooney is asking, what is the best way for feedback on local recordings beta? Tested yesterday, close to perfect, but found one issue, would love to report. So for this type of thing, I think support team and our 24/7 live chat is the best place, because then they can actually look into your account and see exactly what's happening to you. And that goes directly to our development team, and they can investigate and improve if that's something that happens to everybody, or make some recommendations to change your setup. Local recordings is a good one. We are actually locally recording this stream right now, so we'll see what happens. But it is a new feature. As a refresher, we now allow you to record locally all of your guests and participants on their machines, and then we automatically on the back end upload everything to Restream, so you have crisp, clean, non-dependent on internet or any other parts of your setup, like really good recordings with the best audio quality possible and also the best video quality. So the local recordings are in beta right now, but you can already experience them in studio. If anyone else wants to add something on local recordings, this is a killer feature for podcasters, folks who do interviews, demos, and who repurpose content. Let's go ahead and make yourself known if you want to add on to this one.
No. Please report issues because it's in a beta, it's fresh, it's new. So it might something be a bit wrong with it. So please report. It's very helpful for us, and it's also the reason why I don't sleep well at nights. So because I need to check those reports, but it's very helpful. So please report.
And not only bugs, but also some inconveniences with experience. So it could be some UI, unclear message, and so on. So not only the technical issues, but overall with the flow. Your ideas would be very welcome.
Yeah,
we want to find a way to make it simple.
Yeah, don't hesitate. Support will escalate it to us. So in this regards, they're very good.
Nice. Right. We do have a few more questions. There's a question about clips that I would like to highlight. It is from X. Cred On is asking, I have been using Restream to generate clips from my streams, and I wonder if there is a specific reason why the platform won't generate clips from streams that are longer than 3 hours. Sounds like an Alexa thing, but if anyone else wants to chime in, do it.
Yeah, so I would start not with the answer to this question, but with something else. I would start with the point that we are working on bringing ability to process any duration of recording or input file. So it's no longer an issue. And now answering your question is just a limitation that we have right now in the system. It's because of the models that we use and so on, a lot of technical details there. But the general idea that it's already in the works and you will be able to run many hours, of course, like in a sane amount, like not 24/7, 90-day stream, but at least more than 3 hours.
Can we, Alexa, thank you for your great answer. Can we provide any details when it will be available for users? Approximately.
Yeah, let's put a mark in somewhere under a month. It is still something that we were working, let's say, secretly, but we have it in the works.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah.
The secret has been revealed. That's awesome. I know that we had a few questions about TikTok. They came from different platforms. I'm just going to kind of like lump sum answer the TikTok question real quick here as we're wrapping up. So, for example, here, the T-Bish is asking, how come I cannot connect to TikTok? I have no TikTok violations. And there were a few other questions about how to connect to TikTok, how to stream on TikTok. So we do have an integration with TikTok, but TikTok, on the TikTok side of things, they do prioritize gaming content creators at this point. So you can apply through Restream UX and basically follow the prompts to connect your TikTok channel and then stream to TikTok. If over 50% of your content is gaming, you should have no issues with multi-streaming to TikTok through us. However, if you have non-gaming content, unfortunately, TikTok right now is not as willing to approve that content for multi-streaming. This is something that is their decisions, their policy. So what we recommend doing is to bring it up to TikTok as much as possible, especially if you have larger channel and if you have like a little bit of influence, maybe you have your account manager on TikTok, definitely bring it up that multi-streaming to TikTok is very important to you. That could help us to build our case and to hopefully move forward with a solution. On our end, we do provide this integration for absolutely everybody, but TikTok has those restrictions that only gaming creators are currently, it's very easy for them to get approved automatically and then stream through Restream. So I hope that helps and that answers your question. I know it's not ideal, and originally TikTok integration worked for all creators, but we can definitely we can definitely improve that. And for that, we need help and collaboration from the TikTok team. So help us get there. All right. So we can take a few more questions, I believe. And I know we wanted to also highlight the changelog, a place where we could, where we update everybody on all the things that we built. So if you go to restream.io/changelog right here, you can see basically all our updates and like all the things that we've been working on basically in order of when it was released. We have the dates, we have like quick explanations. Sometimes we have tutorials that explain how the features work. So that's a great place for you to kind of check what we've been on in the past couple of months and also see kind of like the progress and also compare the features that you requested and the things that we'd be able to ship. So definitely check it out. Leave us any comments. You can also share it. There are easy links to share. So if you have anyone else who needs the feature that we already shipped, you can let them know that that's happening. And yeah, I guess maybe a few more last questions. And if anyone has any favorites that we have skipped, please go ahead and pick them. And if not, we will go ahead and bring in our wonderful and helpful co-producer today. Oh, that changed. That changed the layout. All right. Any last question, Alex? Anything else that you would like to add? Any of the Alexes? It was kind of a broad Alex opportunity to say a few final things to our community. I really enjoy this format. Let us know in the chat, guys, if you enjoyed this Ask Me Anything format, because a lot of times we have a specific feature or we have like a little presentation for you when we show what we've built recently. But this was basically kind of like your space and your time. So you could ask anything about anything. So we've been jumping between topics and products and things. Let us know if that's something that you enjoy, and should we bring this on a regular basis, like maybe once a month? Because we are shaping up our live streaming program as we speak. And this feedback is super important. It probably won't be, you can also submit it into ideas, but ideally, just let me know. You can friend me on LinkedIn or DM me on other platforms. And yeah, and I would love to hear if you're enjoying this. So Daddy Sparkly. Daddy Sparkly says, I do like this format.
Nice
So
name.
I mean, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're doing something right. Yes, please do this again. Dumb Industries.
Wow,
New
man.
names. Yes, this is helpful. Thank you. The Ask Me Anything. Yeah, it's super helpful and it's super enjoyable for us because we hear so many cool things. Yes, more of this. Excellent stuff. Thank you, guys. I'm so happy to hear that this is helpful. Marsha on LinkedIn says yes. Rick Costa says yes. This is excellent. More, please. Oh my God.
Should we do it bi-weekly, maybe?
Well, so our streams are currently bi-weekly. Our goal is to bring them to weekly format. And actually, if that happens next year, which is definitely our goal, we could do once a month kind of like feature updates and more conversations about what we built and tutorials and demos. And every other week, we could alternate the kind of like office hours or fireside chat stuff. I'm definitely loving it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So let's go ahead and bring in our co-producer Charles because I would love to do a big shout out. Charles, thank you so much. Charles is checking in from sunny San Francisco, and you're looking good as always.
Animations.
The animations, yeah. I think Charles, your microphone is not picking up. But
Hey, is that better?
Yeah, that's much better.
Oh, it is switcher. Sorry, I swing it out the way when I'm busy.
No worries.
I like how sunny it is. It feels like you can touch it. Literally.
Oh yeah. Well, when I'm recording, I have to close all the windows and darken everything down. So when I'm not technically recording, I can let the sunshine in, and it is a beautiful sunny day today here in San Francisco.
That's a bit.
Oh. Who did this?
We don't want a co-producer.
You have many co-producers here, right?
Too many co-producers. No, this was lovely. Thank you so much for feeding us the chats and for kind of like keeping everything under control, sound checking us. This is a wonderful thing that I highly recommend to anyone who is hosting. If you have a friend or a coworker who can co-produce for you, please do it. It makes your life so much easier and lets you concentrate on the content, on your audience, on your community, and not worry about little scenes here and there. So another big thank you. Oh, Sparkus. Big thank you to Kevin. he was today our moderator in the chat. And even though today we primarily focused on the questions, we tried to take as many as possible. He did take care of all the questions that we were not able to take live. I will try to go back and respond to some questions that are going to be more sticky, like on LinkedIn, Facebook, and I believe on X as well. YouTube chats, unfortunately, kind of poof in the end of the show, but you are welcome to also submit them as comments. We will also be coming back to some comments and questions that were submitted in advance. If we didn't have a chance to answer them, we promise that we will do. So I'll come back and answer. And we will continue with this format since you guys are loving it. And yeah, any last words, anybody? I had a blast. I'm so grateful. Thank you for co-hosting with me. Thank you for the devs to find the time to do this, to hang out with us, to set up the mics and everything. You guys are awesome. I really, really appreciate it. So next stream is going to be in 2 weeks, and who knows what we'll do. We'll see.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you everyone for questions. It's amazing to see so many users, and very nice.
Imagine.
Ideas Restream.io.
Ideas Restream.io. And Ask Me Anything with Restream Devs is definitely here to stay. On this positive moment, let's go ahead and celebrate.
Where is the music? Should we add some?
Just a second.